Here we are again. We're on Love Island season 8. Now we're at episode 5. All right. Last time we had the whole conflict with Luca talking to Gemma, where Davide was kind of annoyed that he didn't let him know that he was going to pursue her before kind of doing that. And Gemma was also interested in Luca. She even mentioned that if she got to step forward in the beginning, he would have been the one she would have stepped forward for. All right, so there's that. And we have Tasha talking to Andrew and pretty much clearing up the fact that she chose to kiss Luca as boyfriend material or over Andrew, because she didn't want it to be too obvious and she was kind of scared and she didn't want to show her true feelings. And he kind of admitted that he kissed Paige for the same reason, because of what she did. And yeah, so now they're kind of on good terms, I suppose. Yeah, so they seem to be going strong, and she's kind of off her whole going after Luca sort of situation, where she's gonna focus basically on him, because he was only focused on her. Yeah, so she's kind of returning that. Yeah, so they talked for a while. They're all cuddly. Everyone's good. Luca had a talk with Davide, and he really didn't care. Davide talked to Gemma, and well, he kind of explained that he was hoping that he asked her, "Is there anything you want to tell me?" And she didn't say anything. She didn't even say, "Oh, she might be interested in Luca." He pretty much had to pull it out of her. And eventually she said, "Well, Luca told me he's interested in me and all this stuff." And she's like, "Well, I kind of told him that I was also interested." She didn't say, "Well, I'm also interested in him." She said, "I kind of told him that I was kind of like a little bit like a scapegoaty kind of way, where she's just like put it in a way like, oh, I just kind of told him that, instead of that's how I actually feel." Yeah, so she was kind of playing games a little bit, and he was just straightforward. If this is how you're feeling, just let me know. And yeah, people are kind of playing games with him a little bit. He's not that guy. So he talked to Luca as well, and Luca's just didn't really care. He's like making a whole joke about it. It's like he's like, "Well, I mean, I go after what I want. Like, I gotta let you know, like, you've only known her for like a couple of days or whatever." And it's like Davide is explaining, like, that wasn't the issue that I was talking about. I was talking about the fact that you didn't come, like, you knew you felt this way from like a couple of days ago, and you didn't like come to me and express it or say anything. Yeah, so it was just more like a respect thing. The way he went about it, he didn't like the way he went about it, where he just kind of like being sneaky and just kind of just come out of nowhere and just did that. So yeah, conflict. India and Kenna, they're kind of talking, and they're kind of talking about the fact that whenever they get together, they only talk about what's going on with other people, instead of about what's going on with each other. You see them there just kind of discussing it, which is like, yeah, I kind of doesn't really talk much. He doesn't really say anything when he's not talking about other people's drama. He's not really doing anything. He's just laying about with his Crocs on. Oh wait, hold on. That kid is wearing shoes. That's crazy. So there's that, and there's Amber and Demi, and I guess they're getting closer. They're kind of kissing up on each other. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. Like, her face is weird. He's kind of just there. I don't really care for their coupling or whatever they're doing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's just when she initially came in, I was like, oh yeah, she's attractive. But then the more I see her face, I'm just like, your face doesn't make sense. What's going on? And like, why does it look so weird? It's like the more and more you see her, you're just like, this strange looking girl. It's like an anteater type of face. All right, so Luca is calling Gemma aside again, and they're having a conversation, and she's all laughing, smiling, and giggling, and they're kind of flirting a little bit. See him there. And he's asking her what she liked for breakfast because he's planning to cook her something or whatever. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to tell you because you're going to do that. And whatever. Yeah. All right. So Tasha kind of expressed to Luca that she's that they would she should rather be friends with him or whatever, and he's just like, I got friend zone, like whatever. She's yeah, so she's pretty much just closing whatever doors that were open before. And it's not even that, it's mostly because Luca is going after Gemma now. Like he had 3 girls on him, and as soon as he made it known that he wanted to go for Gemma, those other 2 girls were just kind of like, can't, they kind of pulled back. Guys are talking. Everyone's chatting. God, they just spend a lot of time just sitting around, just talking. But well, what else could they do? They're just kind of trapped in that villa. Cameras on them. So, all right. So they're given the news that tonight there's going to be a recoupling, and the guys get to choose. All right. So the girls were kind of a little bit nervous. Then, old boy Liam decided to call a house meeting. See right there. Called everybody. So Liam called everybody. Well, he hasn't called them yet, but he's about to call everybody to go to the fire pit so he can talk to them. And this is when Liam took my advice and he decided that he's leaving the villa. He said that he hasn't been feeling himself. He hasn't shown 100% of himself in the house, but it's mostly just, he's just not getting any play. None of the girls are really interested in him. And yeah, you gotta go, should have done that a long time ago, man. Like he was all into Gemma and she was never really into him. And none of the other girls were really into him. It was like, bro, just leave it. Just leave. You got enough airtime. Just go home. All right. So he's decided to leave. Everybody's crying. There, freaking Luca had tears. He had to wipe tears from his eye. You see him right there, and he was talking about, he's accomplished so much while he was here. I'm like, Liam didn't do anything. He was just there taking up space. Like seriously, he was like the first guy to get dumped. So he's leaving. Gemma feels guilty because she felt like it's her fault. So she talked to him and pretty much friend zoned him on the way out. She was like, "Oh, you're an amazing guy, and I'm really gonna miss you." And yeah, gave him a little friend hug. I mean, that's just brutal, man. Like the dude is leaving. He's about to be gone, and she's still like, I got to get that friend zone in before he leaves. I got to let him know that he'll never have a chance. So Liam is gone. Bye-bye. Now we got Ikensu and what's her name? Afia? Yes. And Afia, and Ekinsu is nervous. She's like, she's going after Davide and she's hoping he chooses her, but she doesn't want to kind of sit back and just wait for it to happen. She want to be proactive. And Afia was just kind of chilling. She's just relaxing because she's only interested in Ikenna, and she's not interested in anybody else, and she's okay with leaving if the guy that she's into doesn't really choose her. So that's pretty much her situation. She's cool, but Gemma is nervous, and she's pushing Afia to like make a move to actually go and talk to him. And yeah, she finally pushed her, and she went over. She got she got India away at so that Afia can talk to Ikenna. So she just kind of separated them so that Afia can like spit some game. All right, so Afia chatted. She talked about her interest and all this stuff. He's not really giving her much. He's just there smiling and just having a friendly talk. Yeah, so it's not looking like anything's going to happen between those two. So there we go. Then Ekansu, try again, get a little chat with Davide. He's just cool as a cucumber, and she's nervous as hell, and yeah, she's just shitting bricks. She decided to go and work out with him one more time. I mean, she's really grafting, like she's grafting hard. And then he decided to start squatting her weight. So he asked her how much she weighs, and then he got her up on his back, and then grabbed the weights as well, and yeah, started doing some squats. I mean, this whole episode was just a lot of nothing, to be honest with you. Everyone got dressed and ready for the night. Okay, see all of them here. This bright yellow shirt is, of course, Davide. Yeah, what was that? Afia. I'm about to say Antifa. Yeah. Yeah, it's everybody celebrating before they have to decide. All right, they sat around, not doing anything, waiting. It's finally time to choose. First one up to choose is Demi. He gave a mumbled speech. The speeches aren't important. They're just like talking about how wonderful those girls are, whatever the hell. It's Demi. He's mumbling, looking down while he's talking. He sounded like a middle schooler being forced to read out loud in front of the class for the first time. It was terrible. But he was proud of it. He's giving thumbs up, and he's saying, he's proud of it. So he chose Amber because no one else wants it, to be honest. Like, even if he tried to choose somebody else, like, it's not going to go in his favor. So he chose Amber, and she's looking around all nervous, like both of you don't have any other choices. Like, who are you going to choose? All right. After that is Andrew. Andrew gave a dumb speech as well, and of course he chose Tasha. After that is Ikenna, and yeah, he chose India, as I thought he would. All right. And after him was Luca, and Luca chose Gemma. You can see there's choices left, and he can choose Gemma, or he can choose Paige. And he went with the wild card, and he chose Gemma before Davide even got a chance to choose. He sniped up Gemma. So Good on him, man. I guess he's making moves. I don't know how well that's going to work out for him in the long run, but he did what he did. And now Paige is just kind of by her lonesome. I'm thinking whatever new guy comes in, probably going to go after Paige, to be honest. All right. So Davide is left with really no choices. So he chose Ekin-Su, obviously. So that's how it ends. Now there's two girls left. There's Paige and there's not Antifa, Afia. So it was announced that since Liam left, that no other house guests are going to be leaving the villa. So those two girls are safe for now. And in the next episode, there's going to be a guy showing up, and it looks like it is Tasha's ex-boyfriend. So hopefully there'll be more entertainment in that episode. But till next time.